Hello, it's your girl, Love of the Great. And this morning, you guys, well, ever since last night, I had a taste for some homemade buttermilk biscuits and sausage gravy. So, and usually, today is Sunday. Sunday is a very busy day in my house because we all get up and we get ready for church, and we go to church and we fellowship together. And then usually, we either go out to eat as a family, or myself or my husband makes a nice, big, grand Sunday dinner. But as far as breakfast, we usually don't eat breakfast on Sundays. Like, when we get up, everybody's trying to, get ready, take their baths, showers, or whatever, get themselves ready, get themselves do their makeup and stuff like that, or whatever we need to do. And we just don't have time. Nobody takes the time to come in the kitchen and cook breakfast. So I got up extra early today, so that because I spend about an hour on my makeup on Sunday morning. But I took time today to I got up early so that I could make a little small breakfast, just because we haven't had breakfast on Sunday in a while. So what I'm going to be making is some buttermilk biscuits, homemade buttermilk biscuits from scratch. I'm going to be making some sausage gravy. And I'm also going to make some scrambled eggs. So now, to make buttermilk biscuits, you have to have buttermilk. You have to have a stick of butter, which I've taken this out of the freezer. So it's trying to soften up. You're going to need flour, self-rising flour. So now, I don't just buy buttermilk. I don't buy buttermilk. I buy regular milk, but I don't buy buttermilk. So I'm going to show you guys really quickly how to make some buttermilk if you don't have any. In this recipe, for the whole, even the biscuits, I'm going to be using this cup as a cup, okay? This is definitely more than a cup. If you were to use a measuring cup, to use this, it'll probably fill it to about right here. So, but this is, whenever you hear me say a cup, I'm going to be talking about this cup. Now, so at home, if you're going to be doing this, you just need to have 1 cup of, when I say cup, you can use 1 cup. And as long as you do it that way, you're good. But because, like I said, I do have a big family, my recipe is going to be a little bit more. So that's why I'm using this coffee cup. So for this coffee cup size, when I say cup, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so you're going to need 1 cup of milk and 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I'm going to put the vinegar in there first, and then we'll put the milk. And I'm sorry I didn't already have my ingredients sitting out. I just totally wasn't thinking, y'all. So, okay, so I'm going to get my milk out. And we're going to do 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. It does not matter what brand. I'm actually using a Great Value, which is a store brand at Walmart, which is off brand. You want 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And then we're going to do 1 cup of milk. And like I said, when I said cup, I'm using this this large coffee mug. You're just going to kind of stir it. Okay, you're going to stir it for a few minutes. Once you notice it start getting thick, that means it's turned to buttermilk. And that's really all to it, y'all. That's really all it takes. You can just kind of set it aside and check on it again. And like I said, once it has turned to buttermilk, it'll be thicker. Okay, we're going to set this aside. It takes about 4 or 5 minutes. I have already preheated my oven to 450 for the biscuits. I'm going to go ahead and get my flour out. And you're going to take 1 stick of butter, y'all. You're going to take 1 stick of butter and you're going to cut it up. You're going to cut your butter. Now, my butter, as usual, because I told y'all my husband likes to put the butter in the freezer. So mine is frozen. So I took it out for a few minutes to let it sit. But it's kind of a good thing for the biscuits. It's kind of a good thing. It's not a bad thing. So I'm going to basically cut this in half like this. Then I'm going to cut it into a bunch of pieces. I'm trying to make it fall. And I'm going to come back, cut it again, like that, because we'll make some little small pieces. So basically cut it into little bitty, pieces, y'all, as much as you can. Alright, I'm going to pause the video. We're going to wait a few more minutes for this milk to cur. Okay, so I got another bowl. I have a bowl. I got another cup the exact same size as the one that we're using to make our buttermilk, so that I can measure our flour. Because like I said, if the cup that you're using for your milk is one size, you need to use that same size for your flour, or your recipe will be off. Technically, you just need 1 cup of milk, buttermilk, and 2 cups of flour. So, but since my cup of buttermilk is a whole lot bigger than 1 cup, actually, like in the measurement of 1 cup, then I need to use that same size for my flour, if that makes sense, okay? So I have a bowl. Everybody calls this Lovely's Famous White Bowl because I use it in a lot when I'm doing a lot of my recipes. I don't know why. It's just like the biggest bowl that I have, and it's just so easy. It's always there. But anyway, they've been calling that Lovely's Famous White Bowl. You're going to need 2 cups of flour, self-rising flour. This recipe only calls for 3 ingredients, y'all. Flour, buttermilk, and butter. So I'm going to go ahead and put my flour in the cup, and then I'm going to put it in a bowl. Is my flour leaking? Looks like it's leaking on one side. Do it the other way. Kind of make sure it settles in there, because flour is kind of light. Okay, so that's 1 cup of flour. Then I'm going to do 1 more. 2. We're going to need some more flour, just a little bit. So I'm going to keep it out. Make sure we got all of it in there. Because I actually had a little bit that was trying to stick in there because I did not dry the cup. Alright, so we have our flour. We're going to take our butter and put that into the bowl with the flour. Just kind of break it apart and just kind of put it around in there. We want these to be tiny little pieces. It's kind of hard because it's butter, But just kind of put them in there. Wish I had somebody to hold the camera so you guys could see this, but everybody is still asleep because I got up very early to do this. I have my oven preheating to 450, y'all. I have a pound of ground sausage that I'm going to be browning in just a moment for the gravy. The only thing you're going to need for the sausage gravy is the sausage, salt and pepper, and flour and water to make the gravy. Okay, so we got all the butter over there. And you can take a masher, like a potato masher, or you can just take a fork or whatever and kind of mash that butter in to the flour. You want it to get into like a crumbly thing. And guess what resurfaced? I couldn't find this yesterday, but since I washed dishes this morning, yeah, I found it. You know how I told y'all my kids like to hide stuff that they don't want to wash. And it wasn't even dirty to make it so bad. It was just put somewhere that it shouldn't have been at all. They had it put in an area of the kitchen that it should not have been at all. So you just want to mash this up. Hopefully you guys can see it. Just mash your butter into your flour. Mash it in there real good, y'all. Get that butter in there real good. And if you have to keep scraping it off and start over, do that. Like I'm doing. Just kind of scrape it off with your masher and then, you know, get it in there. The last time I did the buttermilk for you guys, I was using some soy milk. And it's a little bit different when you make your biscuits with, you know, not real milk. Okay. But I did it that way because that's the milk that I had. Today I'm using whole milk. Okay, so now that we got that mixed in real good, maybe one more time, one more go around. And at the same time, we're giving our milk some time to cure. I'm going to pause it right here and I'm going to start back. Okay. So now that we've mashed our butter into our flour really good, I'm going to take a little, kind of make a little opening right there for our buttermilk. Let's see if our buttermilk is ready yet. Not quite. Let's give the buttermilk a few more minutes. I'm going to pause the video so you guys don't have to watch me wait, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so once your milk is a little bit thick, a little thicker than it was before, the consistency is a little thicker. Let's see if I can make it where y'all can see it. It's not as loose as it used to be. It's a little thicker. Then it's ready. Okay, your milk is ready. All right, so we're gonna basically I'm just gonna make a little space in the middle to start adding my milk in there. While I'm adding it in there, I'm stirring and adding the flour mixture in there with the milk. Getting it wet. So now your milk has a little texture to it. It's not as, you know, smooth as it was. It's more textured now. I surely wish I had somebody to hold this, but everybody's asleep. Hold the camera for me so y'all can see. You're just basically getting your flour wet, mixing it in there. Not trying to make a cake batter. It's a big difference. And then the way that I'm holding this cup, not holding it with the handle. Let me turn it around. Again, we're not trying to make it, we're not trying to turn it into cake batter. So we got to add this milk in here, you know, slightly. And just basically just wetting up the dough, making dough. Like I said, if you use this, whatever size cup you use, if that's going to be your measuring point. Oh, and another thing. When you were making your vinegar, your buttermilk, if you use the cup that's not one, if you measure and it was not actual like the size of a cup, you need to put 1 tablespoon per cup. So if you use your measuring cup as you pour your milk in there and determine how many cups is actually in your coffee mug, then 1 tablespoon of vinegar per cup. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell y'all that. So I actually ended up using about almost 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, not just 1. Because I had forgot at first that this was not the measurement of a cup. You know what I mean? And I wanted it to be accurate. So that's pretty good. I did not end up using all of the milk. I used most of it. But as I can see, I don't want it to be sloppy, okay? So that was enough. Hold that in there. Make sure it all gets kind of a little wet. I'm going to get something to wipe up my mess real quick. Now I'm going to get some wax paper. It's so much easier. I don't have a rolling pin. So I'm going to get some wax paper and I'm going to do a folding. I'll be folding the paper. Okay. So let me get that. Be right back. I'm going to get a nice size, about this big, of wax paper. I'll put that down on the counter, and my counter is just a little bit wet because I just wiped it. We're going to get some flour and put it in the cup for this part. It would be better to put it in a little small bowl so your hand can just reach in there easily, but I'm not trying to dirty up any more dishes than I have to. Take some of this flour and put it on your wax paper like that. Now we're gonna take our big old lump of dough and put it on top of that like that. Okay, this part of the recipe, your hands are going to get dirty. Okay, so if you haven't already washed your hands, go wash your hands. You should have already washed them before you started, but go wash them again if you need to. All right, so we got that, and we'll take some more flour, and we're gonna sprinkle it across the top. We're gonna take this, and we're gonna basically do it like that, and sprinkle some more flour. Because it's very wet right now. At this point, our dough is very wet. Get some flour on there. And I might not have enough paper, so I might have to get some more. But for now, we're going to take it and we're going to fold it this way. And like I said, it's very wet right now, y'all. It's very wet. But don't worry. A little bit more of our flour. We're going to sprinkle that flour on there. Flatten it. Excuse me. That's why I said a bowl would be so much better for the flour, for the extra flour. We want to kind of knead it a little bit. It's just basically spreading it out some. Any areas that you feel that are very, very wet, just go ahead and put a little flour on that area. Like right here, I can feel the wetness. I'm going to put a little bit more flour in my bowl because I've almost used it up. Not bowl, but cup. You don't need too much of it. But anyway, so we're going to basically just kind of spread it out here, and then we're gonna fold it again, like so. Just like that. Sprinkle some more flour. I'm going to fold it this way. Can y'all see what I'm doing here? We're going to fold it about 1 or 2 more times. And then we'll be about ready to put these on the pan. Okay. So I'm going to take this bottom part and fold it up. Because I don't think we folded it that way yet. Alright, so I'm going to take it and fold it this way this time. Yeah, because we got a lot of wet. A lot of wet down here. Like I said, this part, you're going to get dirty. It's kind of dirty, kind of messy. It's the same thing. Same thing, y'all. Excuse me. Alright, we're going to fold it down 1 more time, and then we're going to start getting us some cookies out. I mean, not cookies. Dang, y'all. I got cookies on the brain. Biscuits. I'm thinking about cookies, y'all. I don't know why. I haven't made cookies in a while. I have not made any cookies in a while, y'all. All right, I'm gonna real quickly wash my hands so I can get a pan out. Take a little butter and run it across the pan. Be just a second. All right, so we're gonna. I don't have a any kind of cutter, so I'm gonna actually use my measuring cup. I'm gonna use this one right here, just to make my biscuits with. Just go down really good all the way down, and then you should be able to pick it up like that. The only issue that I have is that my little cutter is not shaped as a complete circle, but just a little bit of, so I'm gonna have to do a little shaping, but this should be good. 3, 6, 8 biscuits. And we still got a nice amount of dough left. So I'm going to go ahead. I went ahead and threw away the first piece of rice paper that we had. As it was starting to be very mushy. So I'm going to take our hunk of dough that we have left. And I'm going to stick it on top of a new piece of wax paper. Which I'm going to need to first put some flour on there. Set it on top of there. All right. This is all the pieces that we had left after we cut the first pieces off. The first biscuits off. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and roll and mash. Same thing that we were doing the first time. We're going to be able to get some more biscuits out of here. Just a little bit of flour. We do the same thing. Turn it over this way like this. Same thing. All right, let's go ahead and cut us some more biscuits. Perfect. That one is perfect. It's another nice, perfect little biscuit. So, we're going to try to squeeze 2 more out of the rest of this dough, y'all. We may can get 3, but we don't even really have room in our pan for 3 more. So, I'm going to try to do at least 2. And scoop these over some. You can put these where they all kind of touch each other. And then that'll give you a little bit more room. All right, y'all, we got enough for one last little biscuit. just shape it. And put it in there. So now I'm going to put, so we got a total of 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15 biscuits out of that. I'm going to put these in the oven. Like I said, I have the oven at 450 for about 15 minutes. Just kind of watch them and you'll know when they're ready. Okay, you guys, so I don't actually have enough time to show you guys how to do the sausage gravy. I will do another video in the future showing you guys, because I don't have that much time. I got to start getting ready for church. So I will show you the biscuits when they come out and the end results with the biscuits and everything. But I'm going to go ahead and do my gravy really quick and ground this sausage up. So be just a moment and I'll show you the biscuits. Okay, you guys, I have 7 eggs in this bowl. Salt, pepper, a little bit of parsley flakes. I'm just gonna mix it up real good. Now for people, sometimes, have you ever went to make eggs for your family and you didn't have enough eggs? You can always add a little milk and it'll stretch it like a lot. I got enough eggs. 7 is plenty, so I need to do that. But just a little secret. You can add some milk in there and it'll stretch the eggs. Alright, so I'm going to get a skillet. Go ahead and get some, I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in my skillet, and I'm going to scramble these eggs. Just a moment. So I have a little bit of olive oil, about a tablespoon and a half of olive oil in this skillet. I'm going to go ahead and pour my egg mixture into the skillet. So I'm going to be cooking this with a plastic spatula. I'm going to let it start cooking for a few moments and I'm just going to move it around. Okay, so I'm just going to take my little spatula and just kind of move them around like this. Move the eggs around. Because I want them to be rather fluffy and not so small. Be nice and big and fluffy. So I'm using a plastic spatula and I'm just moving them around. I have the temperature on like a medium high. I started to make some hash browns, but I just don't have enough time. So we're just going to do the sausage, gravy, and biscuits, and these eggs. And that's going to be it for breakfast today. But hey, that's better than nothing, because usually on Sundays we don't have no breakfast. We just get up and go, y'all. Now that they're almost done, I'm going to turn the heat off on these eggs, because they're going to sit over here for a minute while I get the biscuits out, and I don't want them to, you know, burn or anything. So I'm going to turn it off. They're pretty much ready anyway, and I'm going to remove them from the heat and put them in a vat. This is my sausage gravy. It's pretty much ready too. And we just heard the oven beep for the biscuits. Let's take it, y'all. This is the finished look. If you like this recipe, or you have any recipe ideas or things that you'd like to see me make, breakfast stuff, put it in the comment section. Tell me how you make your biscuits. Hey, what you like to eat with your biscuits. Some people, see, like my family, they don't want gravy on all their biscuits because they like to put syrup or jelly or whatever. I put gravy on 2 of mine, and I keep one and I just eat it by itself. All right, y'all. It's your girl Lovely the Great, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.